even though I'm 1,000 and millions kilometers away, possibly on the other side of the world, different time zones, I will endeavor to keep bringing in the breaking news. And as far as the transfer news in the Premier Soccer League is concerned, let's then start with Ime Okon. I've had it confirmed from his representatives that he will not be staying at SuperSport United. No matter how many times the club tables a new offer, Ime Okon has made up his mind that he wants to move on. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky and unclear at the minute, whether he is staying in the local league or moving abroad. There are a couple of offers on the table with regards to a movement abroad being a possibility, and then at the same time there's interest in the local scene as well, but it remains to be seen whether Ime Okon will play his football in the Betway Premiership. But what I can confirm for sure and 100% certainty is that Ime Okon is moving on and will be leaving SuperSport United. Our next story also concerns SuperSport United, and that's Bradley Grobler. We broke this news on sabcsport.com a couple of days ago that there was genuine interest. An offer had been tabled with Bradley Grobler being given an opportunity to perhaps even finish his career outside of being a one-club man at SuperSport United. Sekhukhune being that club, I can now confirm that Sekhukhune United have been successful in an offer that they've tabled to Bradley Grobler, and he has signed the contract. He will be their new striker, reuniting with coach Eric Tinkler in the new season. A lot believe that this could make Sekhukhune United quite potent and lethal up front if they are so to hold on to some of their key players. Even Coach Lulu and I had this conversation just offline a couple of days ago that they could potentially be a threat. I would love to hear her thoughts on this one as well.
Yeah, the joys of having the number one Geno here at SABC is that we spoke about Grobler, and the biggest thing is that he's 37 years old, and in the PSL he's played 293 matches for SuperSport, 91 goals and 29 assists. What does that tell you? It means last season, he's played 15 matches and scored goals. So if he's fully fit, he's able to play. Andy Luzok, if he would have played all the years that he wasn't injured, because 102 goals to have scored in 337 matches in the PSL from 2007 and 8 as a Platinum Stars. So he's really a great one for Sekhukhune, who has aspirations of finishing in the top 3.
And then let's bring it here to where we are in Orlando, Florida. There are some news coming out of the Mamelodi Sundowns camp in that Spare Mkhulise, who's made the trip and is part of the 26-man squad under coach Miguel Cardoso. The reason being that Cardoso still see him as a big part of his plans moving forward. So the club has moved swiftly to then trigger the option on his contract. There are conversations, I'm led to believe, that are taking place behind closed doors with regards to trying to keep Pelele Mkhulise beyond this contract that has been triggered now, which would be beyond June 2026. But we know that there are some clubs that are keeping a keen interest. They were hoping that Mkhulise would be a free agent, but unfortunately for them, he is not. So he remains a Mamelodi Sundowns player. And speaking of former Sundowns players, people that have worked in the institution in and around the club as well, Rulani Mokoena has been the big talking point over the last couple of weeks as well about his future. We broke that story on sabcsport.com that Pyramids officials were in the country, in South Africa that is, not in the USA, to hold talks with coach Rulani Mokoena regarding their project as Krunoslav Jukic looks to make way. I am told that coach Rulani Mokoena only wants a project of a club that plays in the CAF Champions League next season. He does not want to downgrade, so to speak, to CAF Confed or to start afresh and try and get a club up there. Although he has spoken, for instance, about a Richards Bay project that would have enticed him. But I can tell you, Coach Rulani Mokoena wants to only coach in the CAF Champions League next season. And that means Pyramids, hot favorites to lend his signature. But that's a story that we'll keep a close watch on, even from Miami, Florida, even from Orlando, Florida as well, following the journey of Mamelodi Sundowns. Speaking of which, I've got my accreditation ready to go. Mamelodi Sundowns playing Ulsan in their opening match of the FIFA Club World Cup, and then Borussia Dortmund as well in Cincinnati, and finish it off against Fluminense in Miami. Andile, I've got to go.